just know that you have faith before you start. Why? Because you cannot be able to actually do business with an immortal that does not have time as a defining factor upon the face of the earth. If you actually measure him by time, it is this intent that I always say that program does not change anybody. An average of what a program can do is to exercise you and excite you. Anything that will have to change a man must have to be an encounter, and that goes beyond the program. Because just when the Lord intends to come, that's when men withdraw. It is this intent that whatsoever the Lord intends to do in this meeting, he can never do it today. He will begin with it, but he will never end it. And that is why, if you don't go back and continue to journey, you will see fail. The reason is simple. Everyone that has ever encountered God is a man that gave God time. And if you are not willing to give God time, you are only willing to attend programs, you will never go anywhere. Only an encounter can change men. Revival will always remain a story, men traveling from one program to another. Revival is not when a million of us gather in a place, it's a lie. It is when men and women begin to give God time and see nothing as important as their devotion and worship to God. Today, men worship many things. We don't see the problem to spend 13 hours watching a movie. Yet, we want to encounter God that dwells in a realm that is not bound to time, and yet we can't give him time. You call this a school in the spirit. You must be able to understand that if you are actually going to do business with God, time is a factor that you must take away. Moses did not just remain with the Lord for 3 days. He doesn't remain with the Lord for 1 hour. Moses remained with the Lord for 40 days before he had the experience of a glowing. If you dwell with the Lord for that long, your face will be glow. There are things that God intended to do with you, but he needed time. Many of you say you have prayed. How long have you prayed? You say you have studied. How long have you studied? You are just eager to live here to where? Your advantage lies in the presence of God. And that is why if you cannot create that same eating experience anywhere you go to, your life will be in perpetual decadence. It was a trap that God did when he created man and ensured that man is incomplete, so that only by the agency of man dwelling with him, man can be completed. The best man can advance to is the outer court. If man wants to go beyond the outer court, he must ensure that time is given to God. And the time comes when you now begin to approach the real thing. When you come where the glory of God begin to intercourse with you, at that point you don't even think about yourself, talk more of time. Men are made from the secret place where the glory of the Lord lies. It is this intent that what we call the days of power may never come into actualization until you understand how it's done. And now the Babalawo may not have authority to do the things he do, but he has power. Why? He dwells. If you remain in the bush for 30 days, 40 days, 50 days, you will contact power. But how many of you are willing to remain? We will lie to ourselves and say you have contacted power. Here is a lie. Because when you return back from there, you will go back with your weaknesses. Every encounter that make men who they are may not happen in the program. The program may be the initiator of it, but the sustaining factor there come from their personal dealings with God. After you leave here, if you don't go and lock yourself with God for a long time, you will still fail. I'm not a prophet of doom. I'm coming to let you understand the necessity of how this works. You don't like my song? Thank God I will soon drop the mic. My beloved friend will come and help you. But I want you to be able to really understand that I am challenged, I am troubled with the believers in our today's society. Everyone you admire, everyone you have ever admired, check his life anyway. He was not made from a program. It is to that intent that you came to a program as usual, you will return back the same. Where is your secret place? Where is your cave Adonai? Where is your dwelling place? The thing that made men is not that they fall under the anointing. It's what no man see about them after they have left here. What you do outside of here is what will determine what you become. And if you do nothing, when you live here, even if you are the one prophet, I convert your dimension. But I want you to understand that the amount and the intensity of the deposit of God upon more. The more the Lord appear to you, the more dimension, the more power, the more glory you see, the more you will hide the more. Because what you need to do is be able to energize yourself, exercise yourself, and grow in those possibilities. And that is why every impartation that God releases upon you comes as a deposit, as a seed that requires any kind of environmental factor for them to grow. And if the environmental factors are not right, I assure you they will die, and you will look as though God lies. God is not a liar. God does not give us hope. But we lack what you ought to do as a farmer that needs to be able to ensure that when you plant a seed, you don't go and sleep. You must be able to observe. You must be able to nurture it. You must be able to ensure that you take care of it for it to be vigilant. Time spent with God in eternity is what counts, not time spent with God in time. And that is why when the glory of God envelops us a little bit, sometimes you begin to cry, you begin to weep. Why? Because now you now see the limitation of yourself. And now is the time when you begin to do intercourse with God. But the challenge is this: we go into the Shekinah presence and we come out again. We go again and we come out again. We are supposed to go there and remain. And that can only be possible when you return back to where you are coming from. Because in that place, I know there is not a price and a time tag. Don't go back and open the movie and begin to watch. Don't go back and find somebody to choose with. Go back and dwell with God. By the time you begin to do that, it will not take less than 4 years. Something will touch your lips, something will touch your heart, something will come upon you, and if everybody hates you, they can never succeed. You cannot fight people that God has helped. Men do not make men, God make men. And until God make a man, the ordination of men is a waste of time. Men have approved of you, men have ordained you, have God approved of you until the seal of God is upon your life. Everything you know about yourself is a lie. I say this with no apology. I have met bishops and archbishops ordained by men, and when I look at them, I know if a little baby that is born in society comes, she can kill them. I want you to understand that the advantage of power comes by the Spirit and the supply. And if you want to do business with the Spirit, you must give him time. Anyone that's ever been possessed before, you will see they love to isolate themselves. Why? Because Spirit love intimacy, Spirit love intercourse. How long have you intercourse with the Holy Ghost? Of course, there's a realm of power without the Holy Ghost, but that realm will bring you to your doomness. But if you want to be able to contact the power of God and to sustain yourself in the power of God, you must be able to understand the necessity for you to return back and dwell with God. How many of you prayed before you came here? If we take the census apostles, surprise you that we are only mighty men here in church, but by the time we go back, we are all liars, masturbators and fornicators, thieves and armed robbers. Your secret life will determine your strength in the public. And if you don't have strength in the public, it's because your secret life is compromised. And God cannot take you beyond the mercy, at least preserving your life. But He cannot trust you with kingdom business. Everyone has been made custodian and guardians of any truth of God is a man that has dwelt with God. And somehow the appearance and the revealing of God to him may not necessarily be for him to manifest a dimension, no, but to boast certain possibilities of God. Because in time is a portion for everyone to manifest. But the challenge is that when that time comes, you may be lacking in strength. The Bible says you fail in the days of battle because your strength is small. Because that day will come. A day is going to come when whatever you know will be tested and tried. And in that day you will surprise you that the general overseer had nothing to say to the congregation. It is in that day that they look for men like David again. Because the time came when the whole army of Israel failed. In the days when Goliath began to brag, Israel does not have an army. The whole strength of their army became nothing. One man came and said, I am more than an army. In the days when Samson rise, according to scripture, Israel don't need an army. Why? Because one man that has dwelt with the Lord became an army. In the day when Deborah was excelling the strength of God, Israel need not a king, need not an army. Mighty men are not just built just like that. David was a mighty man. He was building men from the cave Adullam. But it take only a mighty man to build others mighty. And that is why it is very important for me to be able to also tell you right now that as good as a program is, there is a place that need men. And sometimes it may not be a place where you can see this guy. I am taking an inventory, sir. Church has many carnal people, and that is why sometimes the world there don't believe in church. All the men that sing the songs you call carnal song today were once upon a time leaders in your choir. Yes. What is trying to let you understand that our church system have ostracized them from intercourse and encounter with God, and they isolate themselves and found a being that has no spirit and truth in himself. The Bible speaking says Jesus Christ was speaking to a woman of Samaria. He said, your attitude of lifestyle has been challenged. Why? Because you worship something. And whether she like it or not, whether she don't understand worship, she thought she was worshiping the God of Abraham. But when Jesus Christ looked at her, he said, you have worshipped men all through your life. And the challenge of worshiping anything that is not God is that you will always claim the God. Many of you, the things that matter paramount to you now is either your clothes, your car, or your shoe or something. God has not been number one priority. If you want to contact the power of God, you must make God your only and only pursuit. Many years ago, you know, we came to Kabuka in 1910. I was everywhere. The time came, the Lord showed me 5 years of my life after campus. I went. That was why I shut down from everybody. I shut down and I went and I hid. Because I knew I had not the reality. What I was having was just a periphery of what the Lord intended to do with me. And he told me that after 5 years when I leave campus, I will backslide. And the worst of me will become like many people. Show me many people. And I was shocked and I was surprised. Many of you want to happen like that, it doesn't happen like that. It's a lie. You don't know we grow in this. And if you can't grow, you will blow and blow away. See, the secret is not for you to blow. It's a lie. Because if God cannot announce you, if God cannot give you a voice and the nation can hear, it's because God cannot trust you. It's because you don't have a healthy secret life, a healthy secret place with Him. And when God can approve of that, men may want to use you, but you must be able to understand that your devotion to God matters first. And this intent that every great man, the people that surround them, may be carnal in themselves, but they understand what made them who they are, and they will never declare that anything. How many of you keep appointment with God? You want power. You want power. As long as a woman, you can suck her breast in Port Harcourt and you have power. But the goal is not that power. Because many of you, why do you want power? So that when I do that, this people will fall. You don't need the Holy Ghost for that. Because if God cannot be able to ensure that He owns you as a total surrender, even if you give it that, to destroy you. This is the reason why we have many proud and arrogant people in the body of Christ today. They got the things they got via sacrifice, but they don't understand a personal relationship with God. There are 3 realms with God, the realm of power. This realm of power comes by prayer. Any vagabond, any stupid person that pray can actually contact that power. And it's like it said that you can be so carnal yet powerful. You can be so demonized and yet powerful. Why? Because the realm of the spirit answer nothing but the sacrifice. I have known men that have done many wars in yet they still sustain power. There's a realm of glory. This realm of glory does not just come just like that. The realm of glory is a journey. That is why many people can have power, but yet they can't have the manifested presence and the glory of the Lord. Anytime they come, they display something. You know that is something in view, but the presence is contradicting, and that's why the Bible says we should test our spirit. When men come, you must be able to discern the spirit and the glory that they carry. If not, you will associate yourself with the harvest and you will not know. Because the common denominator, the common factor there is actually power. But anytime a man sustains the glory of God, it's a manifestation of the condensed nature of the power of God. But this realm of glory only comes to them that dwell. To them that wait upon the Lord. They shall renew their strength. They will mount up in wings as eagle. You see, a time comes when the man begins to dwell and wait upon the Lord. What comes upon him is what we call an overshadowing. It's what we call epikaizo. It's an overshadowing of the power and the presence of God. It is the thing that betters the reality of everything that men become. See, how can this thing be? You say, do not worry. Something will come upon you. Then another thing will overshadow you. Then you will conceive. Men that have power is good, but you must come to a point where you join into the glory of God. And when the glory of God comes, it's not for you to boast. No, it's come to judge you. It comes to humble you. Because at the revealing of glory, you begin to see how much more weak and beggarly you are, how much alienated you are from the original temple of how God has made you. That was what Adam lost in the Garden of Eden. Because everything still has power. This thing has power. If I take this and I hit you, you know that it has power. But can this thing carry the glory of God? Bonaventure, no. It may carry a smell of it for a while, but God cannot tabernacle in it. It is that intent that men do not just want to carry God for a moment. No, we We want to host God, to become a carrier of God. That anywhere we move to, God can be revealed there. I don't care how dark your village is. When I step there, system has come. And because I know I have the backing of the glory of God, power will be given to me naturally. It's a journey. You move from the outer to the inner to the holies of holies. When Jesus Christ was actually at the Mount of Transfiguration, the Bible said a lot of things happened. This one came, but afterward, a cloud came and overshadowed them. From then, a voice was spoken. It will always be a kind of procession like that until you be able to understand the necessity for you to do it, so that there can be an overshadowing. Because when that overshadowing happens, the strength of God begins to tabernacle with you. Then you come to a point where you experience a manifestation of what we call the Shekinah glory. When that glory comes upon your life by the constant partnership and your fellowship with God, the time comes when naturally, men can look upon you, hate you, they don't like you, but they don't even know why they need you. There are many people in your life today, you know you don't like them, but you need them. I know you don't like them, but you need them. Why? There is something that is upon them. They may not really understand it, but because of their constant fellowship with God, that thing was evident in their life that it can attract people. Then it journey you to another thing we call an acaso, a compelling power. It may not be a type of power, but it's an expression of the multifaceted dimensions of power over time. Because men that will treat our society and spend today are not just men that carry power, but men that have the dimensions of this power. I will waste my time telling you what is kratos, what is dynamics, what is iskus, what is inertia, if you don't understand how to give them expression. And until you journey with God to the glory realm, God cannot permit you to partake of the overshadowing of the Picasso, or allow you to partake of an acaso. Neither can he allow you to partake of his Shekinah. Because the glory of God is what God does not take for granted. God can give anybody power, but God can never share his glory with men that is not willing and sure that their total devotion and surrender is on him. Anytime a man begins to sin, they begin to lose the glory. That is why one of the greatest litmus tests to test any man is to check the level of the glory in his life. Because that one, by default, it can be instantaneously taken away. A man can fall and see the power of God and still be there. But a man can fall, if he fall today, the glory will never be there. When you come, it will irritate you. A man upon the time where you like to dwell with, and now you come and you are just angry. Something has left you. And that is why wise men cry that you take not away. There is something upon that they don't want it to be taken away. Why? Because when the glory of the Lord leaves a man, a vacuum is created. When that vacuum is created, the glory of the devil comes. And that is why when many men left the presence of God, today they are singing Nehemiah whiskey. It is the same kind of manifestation, but under that overshadowing of another spirit. You want power for what? You want to, if you can turn all of us to chicken. How many enemies do you have killed today? You now see why God will allow you to pray for so long, so that you will meet those your intentions and desire. Because the glory of God can only be unlocked to a man when he gets purified from the altar places. And that's why anytime you are approaching the realms of glory, you get purified on a daily basis. And whether you like it or not, God must have killed a lot of your intention before he actually released that to you. Isaiah was a prophet. He prophesied for so long. When the glory came, he could not prophesy again. He began to weep and cry. My brothers, power is good. And don't joke, we have power. I want you to understand that it will destroy you if you don't know that you also need to ensure that the administration of power comes from the glory. Jesus Christ could do many things from the power he had, but he was willing to go through and die. Why? There was a glory he was looking for. I need to understand that in the days when glory is measured with power, many men choose glory and they neglect power, because with power, with glory comes power. There is another dimension of God called the dimension of wisdom. That one comes from knowledge. Can you rise on your feet as you pray 1 minute as my friend calls? You will receive power. When Jesus Christ told them that, it looks like a lie because they didn't receive the power. Do you realize that? Oh, and ye shall receive power. Ghost with God in game, and their life looked like a lie until they went and dwell at time. In the same way that your life may look like a lie now, but please dwell. Don't be in a rush. I assure you, dwell. When you dwell for a while, delete all the carnal things in your phone. Delete them. Dwell with the Lord. I'm assuring you. This thing does not take time. Don't deceive yourself. God can do something to your lips. He can do something to your heart. He can do something to you, and it surprises you. Pray and ask the Lord to help you. You don't like my sermon, I told you. Pray and ask the Lord to help you. Don't be looking for the power of God and still dwell in your sin. No. Don't look for the power of God and still dwell in your carnality. No. We have too many powerful people that cannot, they don't obey God. We don't want that. Can God look upon you and rebuke you? Can God correct you? Can God instruct you? Can God guide you? Can God correct you?